Well, hello, and welcome back to, you guessed it, the tower. So, yes, we are almost out of time. We are almost out of time. What can we do? We're almost out of time. Sure. I forgot to upgrade modules. That's not good. Oh, well, you know what? We don't have time to upgrade modules. We do have time is to pick out all the tournament stuff. And then, what kind of tournament are you? Oh no, it's joystick. 4 minutes. Get the joystick out. That was 20 quadrillion right there. Goodbye. 26 quadrillion. All right, well, the gun, okay, the gun doesn't need, okay, we managed to do that. Dim core. Dim core, do. Okay, module set. Go. 3 minutes on the clock. Hey, Orm, how you doing? So, that was something. So, funny story, I went to get something before stream. I thought I would have plenty of time. Then I got there and they're like, you gotta wait like 10 minutes. And I'm like, okay. I don't mind waiting, that's fine. So I'm waiting, and I'm like, oh. Uh-oh. This little 15-minute thing I thought I was gonna do before the tournament is not turning into be 15 minutes. Hey, Ghetto, how you doing? So that wasn't good. And then I had to rush home. So that wasn't good. But you know, when life gives you lemons, punch life in the face. Oh, all right, let's see. Oh, skips. Like I said, if life gives you lemons, punch life in the face. Hey, Fernando, how you doing? All right, we're almost done with this. I kind of messed up on my spend, but it'll be fine. We'll figure it out after the tournament. It's kind of a rush. You can imagine that I was rushing. And you know what, guys? I'm not even rushing. Hey, SAR, how you? Uh-oh. I'm violating the SAR policy. Darn it, you know, I always think about this when I start SAR, and then I have 20 other things to do, and then it's like, I forget. You'll hear in a minute. Oh, yes, the music arm. Well, I did time it perfectly, but, like, it was not how I wanted it to go, if that makes sense. Hey, Tower, how you doing? I actually got my snack. That's what I was, like, I don't know. I went to get a snack. I'm gonna have a snack before the tournament. Oh, and there it is. The tournament's closed. And can you imagine that trying to have a snack before the tournament almost cost me the tournament? Can you imagine the indignity of that? A man is just trying to get something to snack on. Okay, so let me go get my snack. Hey, Genesis, how you doing? Chicken. You know, I found the most amazing thing at my grocery store. They sell chicken in cans. And since... No, it's not a whole chicken in a can. It's just chicken breast in a can. And since Maria isn't here to cook for me, I eat chickens out of cans. Apparently. Well, you know how they put chicken in a can? I think it's water. They fill it full of water and they put the chicken in it. And then you open up the can and you eat it. You put a little salt on it. Hey, New, how you doing? I'm doing good. How's your mom? I don't know, Genesis. I used to eat tuna fish like that all the time. Like right out of the can. That's good, New. I'm glad to hear it. So that's how I'm used to eating it, right? But you can't eat that much tuna fish, right? So I saw chicken in a can. I'm like, wow, chicken doesn't have mercury that I know of yet. Maybe it does. Is it bravery? Or is it the fact that Maria isn't here to cook for me? Which one is it? It's actually not bad. Oh, hold on a second. No, I had to get some water. I had to get some water. I didn't even look at the tournament because I didn't see where anybody was. It's funny because I recognize one of these tracks from somebody else's video now. I haven't had canned bread new. Is that... Why would I use canned bread? I can get fresh bread. There is canned bread? Oh, there is canned bread. The truth about canned bread. Unless you're from New England, the idea of canned bread probably sounds really, really odd. Bread is supposed to be something that's fresh from the baker's oven, right? And to see if it's stored at all, it's typically wrapped in plastic, not encased in a can. You're not likely to see canned goods in the bread aisle of your local grocery store. But canned bread is actually a thing. Commonly known as Boston brown bread, it's believed to be created by early Americans with rye and cornmeal, and was steamed rather than baked. Some bakers added molasses to get you addicted to sugar. You can't trust bakers, I see. So, it makes sense to can bread if you're living in like the 1800s, right? Like that makes total sense. If you bake like too much bread or you have too much, right? You need to save it for the winter so you don't die. right? That's funny. That's funny, Rubber. That's not very good at all. There's something odd about this. I'm not feeling it. Well, the 1800s would be the 19th century. The 18th century would be the 1700s. Too late. Hey, Penguin, how you doing? And thank you, Penguin. Please like the stream. It does help out a lot. Hey, Tommy, how you doing? Congrats on Ancestral ACP. We're learning about, we were learning about canned bread. Hey, Matthew, how you doing, man? Is everybody having a good summer? Wow, congrats, Matt. Oh, well, I'm already getting cooked. Jeez, tornado warnings? Yeah, Tommy, that's the bracket lottery that I always talk about. Hey Virus, how you doing? Are we sure the brackets have gotten insane and you just haven't gotten unlucky with when you're queuing up? Oh, okay. Oh. I had to use G-Comp. It's the ultimate weapon one, Virus, so I had to pop G-Comp. Hey Vincent, how you doing? Yeah, but what I'm saying, Tower, is you still have to look at comparatively to where everybody else is at. Damn, Penguin. I would say, Tower, they have been, which is why people are making records. Excuse me. That makes sense, Rubber. Like, I expect it to get harder. I expect it to get harder over time, but you know, we have to see, like, we have to see the trend, right? Wait, did you change your entire Dimension Core to tournament setup? So you re-rolled the whole thing? I will say I don't know the trend for champion. And Tommy, that's never gonna happen because they want the bracket lottery. Because the bracket lottery, it's like a slot machine pull, right? Yeah, Zenga did last tournament. And I feel like they want it to feel like this tournament could be the one I could win. And this tournament could, you know, I just got a bad bracket. If you always got the average of what your placement was, there'd be no variance. And I think people would lose interest. People would especially lose interest if they started dropping down, I think. Bright and early, new. That's early, man. I can't believe you get up so early, dude. You make me look bad. Wow, they're both top 25? Oh, really, new? Why is that? To be fair, I go through that too. I will not sleep well. My body will get mad at me. And then it'll sort itself out eventually. Like, basically, I don't sleep well, I get really tired. And then, would you believe it? Once I get really tired, then all of a sudden I can sleep. I mean, there would, Tommy. I just don't see them doing it. I see them, like, and I'm gonna be honest, if this was my game, I'd probably do it the same way. Because I want the bracket lottery. I want everybody to feel like they have a chance, even if they don't have a chance, based on the bracket lottery. And that's the whole reason that I don't think it's ever gonna go away, because there's always a chance, right? Always a chance you get a good bracket. I got a bracket where I was first place once. Did I deserve being first place? No, but I got it. So I just don't see them ever changing it because of the lottery effect. It's like the closest thing this game has to gambling outside of modules. Which modules are pretty much gambling, but you know. I also want to be clear. I'm not saying that I necessarily agree with the design. It's more that I see what the design is, I understand its purpose, and because I understand its purpose, I can't see them changing it. I can't think of anybody that likes the module system. I've never heard anybody say, I like the module system because I spent $1,000 to get the modules I wanted. You know, I don't think I've heard anybody ever say that. I wasn't late. I was on time. Honestly, like it's like I tell you guys, Wednesday is the hardest day for me because I work. Hey Omega, how you doing? Well, Tower, all I can say is may the odds be ever in your favor. No. To be fair, Omega, nobody even asked this time. People just accept it. You didn't break me. I'm trying to finish up my snack before my snack finishes me. It's an eat or be eat world. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I'm playing Idol Slayer on the side. It's a big can, Czar. I'm a big boy. I'm almost done. Oh, it's a doggy style world? I didn't know that. It might be 2 cans. I got a big appetite. Wait, you went... Sar, did you not see me when I went gambling in the casino? Like, I bankrupted myself almost in the casino and I had to stop. Honestly, if you could just exchange modules... I'll say this, Orm, that's a really nice idea that's never going to get implemented. I do. Well, I mean, I have to promote gambling in the games I play because for whatever reason, every game has gambling in it now. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't do that, okay? Oh, I don't blame you, Sar, because it's a difficult line to walk, right? I try not to be spoilers, right? But at the same time, like, you're definitely going to see some stuff, Sar. And, you know, people really wanted me to spoil it last night. Uh-oh. Well, that's that. $17.25, I guess that's pretty good. I mean, you know, you do what you can, right? Dang, Ira was in here. Let's see, is there anybody we recognize? Oh, no, I don't recognize anybody. Well, Mr. Boat, I'm sorry. Mr. Boat got boated. All right, so now we're going to switch back to farm spec. We're going to do a couple things. Excuse me. Actually, let me finish my chicken. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. I'm done. They changed. They changed. All right. Yeah, they switched the manifest is what they did. Sorry, I was choking. Okay, now we can spend all of our nice farm money. Oh, I don't have enough. This is a crime against humanity, guys. But we did get 1.69, such a nice number. I'm gonna go get 4 quadrillion and we're gonna get that. Actually, I know how we're gonna get that. Hold on. We'll put the level back later. There we go. That's better. I can always buy this level later. It's not a big deal. But this is a big deal because that gets me more stuff. Alright, so we have 15 quadrillion. 2 quadrillion in the tournament. We're pretty balanced. Farm spec. Farm cards. Oh. I have to use these cards. And okay, we're good to go. Alright, I'm working on boss health now. And we're almost done with Swamp Stun. Actually, wait, how close are we to being done? You don't need free ups plus if you're not using, I mean, they do help. Oh, really? Do we want to do that? I don't even know. I have 7 million rerolls. Is that enough? My spotlight angle is 30, 60, 60. 45 plus 15. Let's see. We want to re-roll this, really? We want to replace my beautiful Poison Swamp cooldown? Yeah, it's 45 base plus 15, so 60 times 4 is 240. So that's pretty good. Wait a second. Am I gonna get the ancestral chance and damage too? Are we going all the way? Because I feel like if we're gonna do this, we gotta go all the way. Like, I don't see us doing any half measures here. So we have to re-roll 3. Alright, I mean, if you say it's enough. Okay, wait a second. This is not right. Alright, what do I need again? Where's Chain Lightning? I need you. No. Wait, don't I have quantity? Yeah, I do. Okay. Excuse me. Oh, I have the damage band. Oh, that's why. So we're gonna go with Chance. And you want cooldown and duration. Hey, Fat, how you doing? All right, hold on. I haven't done this in a while. Wait, do I have extra bands? Oh, right, I got an extra band, too. Okay, good. What can I ban? What is a good thing to ban? Virus wants me to roll for Chrono Field cooldown. Yeah, I probably should unban CL damage. I'm probably gonna need that. What else do I ban? Yeah, I just don't know what else is in the common pool. Like, the game doesn't really do a good job at, you know, telling you these things. Why would the game do this and hide information from me, guys? Oh, is it on Discord? Hold on, let me go to Discord. It's in, I'm sure it's in the FAQ, right? All right, let's see. Excuse me, let's see. I am missing it. Where is this in virus? Do you know? Because it's not in the FAQ. Damn it. Let's see. This is one of the things that frustrates me about this game, is things like this, right? Things like this. I think we can all agree that things like this should not be this hidden. At least I hope we can all, because if you don't agree with me on this, I don't know what to say. You're just being counter-agreeable. Oh, the tower Discord, my bad. I'm moving this into our FAQ because all right, Fudzopedia. I see it. Modules. Substats. Core mod. Okay, hold on. Forwarding this to the tower fact because I do not want to have to go fishing for that ever again. Okay. Chain lightning damage. Chain lightning chance. Smart missile damage. I think we already have smart missile damage banned. Death wave damage. Inner landmines damage. Poison swamp damage. Black hole size and spotlight bonus. Okay. So now we have a thing. Black hole size, spotlight bonus. Okay, now we're good. Why did you do that? All right. Every day. Jeez, I don't know why I know why I got so congested. I just finished eating, but you know, still. Sorry about that. All right, we have duration, cooldown, and we have chance. Let the gambling begin. I feel like I'm in a gambling mood, Genesis. We'll see what happens. Like the reality is, Genesis, there's no way on God's green earth that I would manually roll this. I would rather cut my own arm off than manually re-roll this. That's true. Just out of curiosity. Well, I'm gonna waste 7 million too, Genesis. All right, come on, show me. Okay, we got chance. Okay, we got that's easy. Okay, we got one of the things. All right, let's see if we can get the other thing we need. Anything can happen. Goodbye, reroll shards. It was nice having you. Say goodbye to my reroll shards, everybody. You know, hold on a second. Oh, wait a second. Now we got a deal. I'm just gonna keep this. Hold on. All right, hold on. I have to do. My research just. Yeah, there we go. So this is a mandatory interruption because of the way this research system. Well, you see, I almost messed that one up. Oh, we're getting level 69. Nice. All right, back to this. Back to Dimmy Dimmy Dim Core. Oh, wait, hold on. I have to reset all my timers. What do you mean? What tactic is weird, Tommy? What tactic was weird? I'm honestly kind of confused by that. So we're gonna go ahead and grab damage, right? If we get either one, we're good. All right, now we're just straight up gambling, guys. This is just straight up degenerate gambling. What do you mean I'm not developing my ultimate weapons? I'm confused. What do you mean by that, Tommy? I've been working on Golden Tower I've been working on Golden Tower pretty hard. I'm just extremely confused by what you mean. And I can't tell if you're kidding with me or not. In fact, I don't know what to think. Boom shakalaka! Alright, now we just... I guess we just send it now to the abyss? Oh, wait, stop. I'm being ridiculous. Hold on. Sorry. No. I want to hear what okay, well, we're taking this. I want to understand. I really want to understand, because I'm also, like, really confused. Because I'm like, how could you possibly mean that? I've been working on my Golden Tower, like... Alright, we'll take this. This is good. Okay, we're moving on up. Now we only have one choice left, which is... Good thing I changed this. I changed this just in time. I don't understand. Actually, wait. I want to make sure this is saved. I will be right back. I want to make sure this is saved at this point. Hold on. Like, I'm actually exiting the game to save because I don't want to lose this. I don't re-roll very aggressively. That is a true criticism of me. I don't re-roll aggressively. That is 100% very valid criticism. Because I am very, you know, I just kind of, you know, let the game do its thing, you know? And sometimes, honestly, I just don't watch it because I'd rather come in here with a pile of stuff. Okay. Okay, so this is now saved. Like, I manually saved this. Because I'm so scared to lose this now. Alright, now we re-roll. Ancestral damage, is that the only thing checked? Yes. Alright. We're sending it. Pure Gamba. I actually didn't know that I had a 27. What the heck? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It's beautiful. All right, hold on. I gotta save this again. I don't want to lose this. Sorry, like, I could not, like, run a chance with that. Alright, it's saved. Alright, well, okay, that went better than expected. Like, if you told me that was gonna happen, I wouldn't have believed you, like, 5 minutes ago. Wait, Genesis, did you roll your 7 million non-stop? Or did you ever pause? Hey, Ethan, how you doing? Did you ever pause and, like, reload the game or anything like that? Because when I was rolling one time, I was having terrible luck. And they're like, just close the game and start over. And I did that, and then I got the thing I wanted, which, I mean, it's impossible to say if I would have got the thing the other way, right? Because, you know, you can't exactly manipulate fate like that. Wow, that's the greenest my module has ever been. Oh, nice, Ethan. Oh. Oh. Oh, Tommy, yeah, I'm an Econ. That's just me, dude. I'm Econ, man. I don't do damage because I have a plan, and the plan has always been, oh, I need this Econ, 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 this Econ. Oh, they gave us more Econ? Econ. That's just me. I am just, like, if you give me a choice between chasing damage and chasing Econ, in any game I've ever played, I just like building Econ. I like Econ. I like just everything that comes with Econ. I don't know. Don't get me wrong, I understand your criticism. But I just love Econ, man. Which I know sounds weird, right? I totally understand you thinking it's weird, though. That's fair. And of course, there is the argument, could I get more Econ if I got some more damage? Fat, this is so that MVN is 50 seconds. That's why this is mythic. Because this, with max death wave cooldown, This, with max death wave cooldown and everything else, this actually ends up being exactly at 50 seconds. If you have the Ancestral Golden Tower cooldown, if you have Ancestral Golden Tower cooldown, it drops down to like 48 or 49 seconds, which is not good because of the something, I don't remember what the thing was. Anyways, you want to get it to 50 seconds because that's the duration of your black hole, and then everything lines up, and then it lines up with Golden Bot. You wanted it 50 seconds to sync it with Golden Bot. That's what it is. So yes, this is reducing it to 50 seconds so that it lines up with Golden Boy. Sorry, brain. All right, so all right, we're just gonna send it. We're just gonna send it. Okay, well that was easy. And a lot of people have criticized me for that, Tommy, and I feel like it's fair criticism. To be very fair, it is actually legitimately fair criticism. But, I mean, that's just me, right? I just like coins and economy, and that's just, like, what I do. You can't teach an old dog new tricks, man. I do wonder, and see, Tommy, now the problem I'm in, right? We have no idea what's coming in version 27. So now for me, it's like, so the issue, Tommy, that you're gonna run into is basically what you're gonna run into is you're gonna run into the wall at some point, Tommy. And that's because the reason I had to do all this econ in the beginning is because of card masteries, right? So you're gonna have a lot of running room. But you're going to get to a point where you just can't go any faster. That's not what I meant. Where you can't go any further. All right, I'm going to take the bonus. Give me an Ancestral. That's the thing. Like the okay, we'll take a mythic. We'll take a mythic. That's good. Mythic. Because the wall you're gonna hit is gonna because that's what happened to me. Is it was card masteries, and then for me to get over the hill, I had to do it. I had to get the econ up to do the card masteries. Well, you got to remember, Penguin, I do have like a semi-developed Chain Lightning. It's not great. Does it need some work? It does. But I have a semi-developed Chain Lightning. Could I put more development into Chain Lightning? Well, absolutely could. Is that the right move for me right now? I have a really hard time knowing that. Because part of the problem, Tommy, is it's not like I can put some stones into Chain Lightning, right? Go do a farm for a week and say, guys, I'm going to invest like 1,000 stones in Chain Lightning. We're going to see what this does. I can't respec. So I can never have that cross comparison of, oh, this did make a big difference, or no, this made no difference. It's very hard to like test stuff like this. It's actually kind of frustrating, to be honest. But that's why you can't respec ultimate your stones, right? I honestly realized I don't have critical coin, and I was wondering if I should get critical coin, to be honest. Yeah, but Omega, that doesn't answer the question I'm trying to answer, because I'm not looking at like, in terms of stone development, what gives me the greatest return. I heard it was really bad, but then I saw it in Foss list, and I don't know. Oh, really? It's that bad? Alright, well, I won't worry about it then. Is this where we're gonna go bust? It gets worse? How can it get worse? But to be fair, if I bust out on this, that's fine. Oh, I didn't know WA removes basics. I didn't know that. Wow, that's really dumb. Wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know it. Why does it only work on basic enemies? Yeah, there go all my shards, I think. I think this isn't going to work out, guys. I probably should have saved up for my 7th core band. There's no such thing as too good. Like, there's no such thing as too good. You just... If it's too good, it just means everybody gets the bonus and you just get more econ, and that's not a big deal. There's no such thing as it... Or, like, if it's way too good, you basically just do it as a percentage, right? So you say, well, okay, we can, like, instead of double, it's like for the other things, it's like, you know, 25% or something, right? Is this it? Is this the end? Is this the end? Is it over? Yeah, see, Tommy, the way I did it, well, I did it the way Faust wanted me to do it, which was get your econ up, and then we're going to do the card mastery so you can take them all the way to 12. So I just took a different path than you. You know, it's hard to say which path is the right path. That's what the thing. That's the whole problem. Oh, we almost lost faith! It happened! I was losing faith! Yeah, I need to save this. Hold on. Okay. Hold on, hold on. I couldn't believe it happened. Alright, I think we're done with rerolling now. I did force save. That's why I minimized the screen, because it shows my, like, account information and stuff like that. I don't know, Tower. That's the problem. What I can do is I can do this, right? We can take a look at the stats right here. This is the whole problem, Tower. We don't have a run history, so we don't know. So what I have to do is I'm going to do this right now. I'm going to take a screenshot. I'm going to go to the Tower Discord, well, really my Discord. And I'm going to paste this in the lifetime coins. No, sorry, you missed it. Did you not watch the last episode? Ever that happened since, Yeah, in theory, it is going to be like a 20%er. So, Sar, what happened is with my ID, the reason I'm not so paranoid about it anymore is because I was looking at Crowbar's video. Oh, okay. And I saw that he just had his player ID at the bottom. And I'm sitting there going like, wait a second. If he has his player ID just out there in the ether, why do I have all this paranoia about showing my player ID? So then it was like, am I doing this wrong? Because I saw his was out there, I saw JP's was out there, everybody else has their out there, and I'm like, why am I so secretive about this if nobody else cares about their player ID? So, So I just changed it. I was like, well, whatever then. If nobody else cares, what, you know, if nobody else cares, why do I? I mean, Tommy, you like, I feel like the criticism is warranted. This is just me. This is how I play the game. You know? I feel like your criticism 100% fair, to be honest. I just didn't like when you made the statement, I didn't understand what you meant by the statement. What was I gonna do? There's something I was gonna do here. Oh, right. This. I guess I don't need to worry about this guy anytime soon. Oh, I can unfavorite this now. I did finish the battle conditions, by the way. wait, what do you mean you're going to get BH size next? Do you mean that the black hole size needs to be my 8th one? So I will need this. Well, you know what? By the time I'm re-rolling it at 240, I will get that. Oh, okay. It's a complicated problem, Tommy. That, like, part of the problem is there's no good way for us to even conduct an experiment, right? Because to properly conduct the experiment, I would have to effectively clone my tower, like the state of it right now, and be like, okay, guys, we're going to do it. I'm going to clone the tower. Which, again, I'm already probably breaking rules and cloning my game. And then I would have to fork it. Oh, you were the experiment, Genesis? You maxed it at, like, all the way? You cranked it all the way? Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't know that, Genesis. See, part of why I don't develop my ultimate weapons is because I know the tournament is a lottery. And when you know the tournament is fundamentally a lottery, you know that, like, it doesn't matter how good your ultimate weapons are compared to, like, if you queue up at the right time. So my strategy has been to try and find the time that works for me so I get a good queue. Which, that's a strategy, right? And, oh, and Tommy, somebody did ask me about this. Nathan asked me about this. And I think when we were counting it and paying a lot of attention to it, out of like 12 or 14 tournaments, I think there were 3 or 4 tournaments where if I had a stronger CL, I may have been able to get a rank that would have actually increased my stone income. So we're looking at an opportunity cost of maybe 100 stones. Well, a lot of it too depends on the things, right? Like the battle conditions. Like, this was not a good tournament for me because of ultimate weapon durations. Now, ultimate weapon durations isn't going to matter anymore, and I can just always you're not full of yourself. The issue that, you know, the issue is there's no way to compare, right? The way to do a scientific comparison would be for me to take one of my towers, clone it. Well, I only have one tower, but you get the idea. Clone it into 2 towers, and then on track 2, I'm going to do damage, and on track 1, I'm going to do Econ. And if I follow both tracks, which one ends up doing better in the tournament on a wave-to-wave basis? You know what I mean? That's the one way to figure that out. And we can't do that. And that's what makes choices in this game so hard. At least to me. Because I feel like there's no good way for me to test a choice. I have to make a choice based on faith and hope that it works out. And it kind of drives me up the wall. Because whenever I'm in a situation like that, it's I always call it the no matter what you choose, you lose scenario, and that's when I tend to get really conservative and not make a choice. And I do get too conservative. It's very, very realistic to criticize me for being too conservative and stuff like that. I absolutely am. It's just how I am. It's just like, not that kind of conservative. Yeah, I'm updated to 5.2. I'm at 26.5.2. That 5.2 is the right, like, you're talking 5.2, right? Yeah, 26.5.2, right? See, now I can just blast this out. This is so much nicer. And it's one of those things, I feel like you're going to make good progress to a point. And again, I know I'm a boring person. Well, boring is probably the wrong word, but I know I'm a low risk person. And to me, choosing economy is the lower of the two risks, right? Because just look at how the meta changed, right? It was Smart Missile, then it was Chain Lightning, and now it's Poison Swamp, right? That's three. We've had 3 different damage metas, right? Is that fair? Does everybody think that's fair to say it's been 3 different damage metas? Not that, well, Poison Swamp has eclipsed Chain Lightning, but not, like, you still need Chain Lightning. It's more, I think Poison Swamp has eclipsed, oh, yeah, sorry, the ILM meta, too. So 4 different damage. So I have played this game long enough to go through 4 different damage metas. Because it was ILM, there's Smart Missile, then there was, Chain Lightning, and then it was Poison Swamp is the one now. Sorry, I don't know why I just said 3 of them. I can't remember the 4th one. Now compare that to Econ. Econ, the meta hasn't really changed. It's been Golden Tower, Golden Tower, Golden Tower, Golden Tower. Sink your black hole with Golden Tower, which really wasn't that big of a stone difference. Then it was, what was the other one? Then it was Sink Death Wave with black hole with Golden Tower. Then it was Sink Sink Black Hole. Sink Death Wave even lower. I don't disagree with you, Genesis, but I also think that's a really difficult problem to solve. You know? And to be extremely honest, I think, Tommy, what would help me actually more now than anything would be more crowd control, because more crowd control should make me more consistent. So that would be like getting my ILM quantity up to max, maybe putting a little bit on ILM cooldown just so I can keep the ILMs around my thing to protect me against bosses, then getting the toilet bowl, or actually, sorry, getting the CF slow, and then once I have the CF slow and the ILM, then work on CF plus to make the toilet bowl, right? I'm not surprised that CF is so much better, because I feel like CF, like, I feel like I have to work on my CF, to be honest with you, Virus. Like, probably not immediately, right? But at some point, like, I think my thing, and again, everything is hanging in the balance, guys, based on what V27 does, right? For all we know, V27 is like, yep, your guys are getting super card masteries. So, you know, it's the same stone cost, you have to master it again, and then you need, I don't know how many ungodly coins to do the research, you know, we could go down that path, right? Maybe it's like a 10x, right? So the last research is now 350 quadrillion. right? Or it could be even 100x, and now we're looking at 3.5 Q, quintillion, big Q. Honestly, Penguin, I thought we would get it in July. We didn't get it in July, Penguin, so, yeah, I don't think CF is a bad choice. I want to be very clear. I don't think CF is a bad choice for me. But I also, like, I don't want to invest right now, and then we get an update, right? And the update, like, changes everything. You know what I mean? No. Wait, June? Well, hold on. Let me come back to that. Because Penguin Jar, the real V27 update was that, you know why they didn't tell us about the V27 update? You want to know what the real V27 update was? You got it, Vincent, the new store. That was the V27 update. Thank you, Vincent. I'm sitting here going, come on, guys. It's not this hard. What was the developer's real priority here? Getting us the new store. Like, I know they gotta make their money, guys, and I get it, right? Like, I totally get it. But at the same time, you can't help but laugh. We don't get an update, we get a new store. What was the priority this whole time? The new store. Oh, I'm sorry, it was right there. I had to. Not even a feature or a small... The thing that makes me a little mad, not like mad, they didn't even throw us a breadcrumb with this new store. It's just, hey, we got a new store, have fun. I mean, I guess technically the breadcrumb was you can buy 5 extra stone backs. So, Ned. So it was the update for Ned. But, thank you. I'm glad somebody else noticed that, Vincent, because I thought I was drowning there for a minute. Because that was the real update, the store. And and the thing is, all right, this is going to sound a little conspiratorial. But not only do they give us they don't give us a peek of what's coming, right? They give us 5 extra stone packs, right? And okay, look, I'm not trying to be Mr. Conspiracy Theory, right? But wouldn't it be something if the meta changed in V27? And oh boy, I really wish I would have spent those stones differently. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I'm also not saying that it won't happen. Because wouldn't that be something? Yeah, so the tower, what happened is when they introduced the new store, here's what they did, Tower. They said basically you can buy 5 packs for July in the new store. So everybody bought the 5 in the one store, and then they could buy 5 more in the new store for a total of 10 packs this month, because they want everybody to use the stone. And then, to me, the funniest thing they could do, and it's not like funny to us, it's not like haha funny to us, but it's like funny, like... I mean, it would just, like, I want to say it would be kind of ironic, right? That if they give us the bonus stone packs, they get everybody to spend these stones, right? Then they drop a new stone sink in the update, and we get the, like, So when you ask me about I know I'm taking a really long and winding path. I think we're going to get the update in August now, at the earliest, because the big update for July was the store, right? I don't like again, I'm thinking like a developer. If I was them, I wouldn't even bother dropping the update in July, because people have already bought their 10 stone packs, right? There's going to be no hype for whatever the new thing is. No, August 2025. I dropped the new update in August, and then it's like to get everybody to buy the August stone packs. And maybe I introduce some new stone sinks or something like that to really throw a wrench into everything. Again, I'm not saying that that's going to happen, but it seems like the perfect diabolical thing to do, right? Like, I'm not insane in thinking that that would be like completely diabolical to do, right? I do realize this is very conspiratorial, and that's fine. Like, this is what I would consider a harmless conspiracy, right? We're considering, that, but, I feel like it's just too easy of a slam dunk to not do it, and then get the money from it, and then laugh all the way to the bank. And maybe I am just old and cynical and played out. I don't know. But, like, I could just see it, right? Like, I could just see it happening. Like it would not even faze me if they did this. Like, it wouldn't even, like, I wouldn't even blink. What do you think, like Genesis? What do you think if that happens? Would you be surprised if that happens? Would anybody be surprised if that happens? Again, I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but like, I can't shake the feeling, you know? Yeah, if basically they get, like, they don't launch the next update until August. Probably, and again, if I was them, I would launch it, like, in the second week of August, right? Because if you're hyped to buy the stone packs, you buy the stone packs and you spend the stone packs before the update. And then you drop the update, and maybe there's a new stone sink. And then you're like, damn. I really wish I would have dumped these 6,000 stones in that new stone sink. I don't think it would be 6,000 stones. I think that's a bit much. Like, I think it's too early in the game for us to get that big of a stone sink, which, in my opinion, the next stone sink is going to be like Card Mastery level 2 or something like that. Because I would probably be disappointed. I agree, Genesis. I would be disappointed because I would be like, what? Really? You're really doing this to me? You know what I mean? New cards and new masteries, that could be good. It'd be tough for them to add. Well, then that means we have to have new card slots, I think. Like, if the new cards are good, right? The one card I was wondering about was a sell card. But I really don't feel like we need a sell card right now. Like, I used to think we needed one. Now I really don't think that we need a sell card. I just... The card mastery would not increase your sells. I don't know what it would do. But it could increase your... Like, it couldn't be a... Like... If it gave you an extra, I don't know, 20% sells, I couldn't see sell card. Well, I guess they could give you 20% more, and then on top of that, do something like that. But I don't know that they would do the cell card mastery. I don't know. That'd be that was. Yeah, no, the other cells, the Triforces. I call them Triforces so Nintendo finds out. Yeah, that's why I don't think it's gonna happen, Genesis. Like I like it would have to be a small stone sink, which I don't even know what a small stone sink is in this game anymore, considering what they've done. But I was just I just like part of me could see it happen, and like. I don't know. It's like the Lex Luthor thing, right? Of like just how far can I push these guys? Kind of takes over, and then releases a new stone sink. You know what I mean? Like Lex just comes out and he's like, okay, now you guys got to get card mastery level 2. Good luck. And see, Tommy, one of the really nice things to me about card masteries is they were ultimate weapon generic, not generic, but ultimate weapon agnostic. I meant to say agnostic. And that was one of the things I really liked, because if the meta shifts, like, my super tower is, the super tower mastery is always going to be good, damage mastery always going to be good, demon mode mastery always going to be good, you know? I do kind of agree, Genesis, that I feel like it would be... I feel like it would be too far, you know? I feel like it would be a bridge too far for a lot of people in some ways. But damn if I can't think of, like... I can't help but feel like it's like the Lex Luthor energy of like, let's see how far I can push these guys. Which is not, like, a good thing. I want to be clear, this is not a good thing, but, like, it could be a thing. All right, good night, Tommy. No, I didn't take it as critical. It's a good discussion to have. We're just having a discussion. That's all. I'm not offended by anything, because I know how I am, right? But you have a good night, and happy farming, man. Or the, you know, see, like that would be like, to me, Genesis, that goes back to like what I want to do with the Vault of Harmony. Like, I feel like it would be such an easy win for this game to make a new currency for the Vault of Harmony, add that currency into the stone packs, right? So now you can buy convenience as a new player. And only convenience, not power. And they go, okay, because we're changing the Vault of Harmony, we're going to double the cost in the Vault of Power. And everybody that well, it's a different currency. A different currency. So we're not selling keys, but we're selling like all right, it's harmony. It's a whatever we're making up a new currency for the Vault of Harmony, and then they say, you know what? Since this is all quality of life, we're willing to put this new currency in the stone pack. So if you want it, yeah, there we go. It's the music notes currency. There we go. That's great. So we're willing to sell you music notes because we're not selling power. And that way, anybody can get these conveniences in the vault of a Harmony, right? That, to me, would be probably a pretty fair change. Dude, like, all of it's too good, man. And I feel like you should get music notes in Champions League. At the earliest. I mean, I'm sorry, not the earliest. At the least, right? I would be fine with it going all the way down to gold. Where you get to gold and you get some music notes to work to climb through the Vault of Harmony, right? And whether it means we need to inflate the cost of the Vault of Harmony, like double it or something like that. And when I say double it, I mean double it so that you aren't giving out half a music note in gold. Yeah, auto restart's just too good. Well, no, Vincent, it would have to come with a respec, right? So if you bought everything in the Vault of Harmony, you would get all those, hey, Casey, how you doing? You basically would have to give a respec to everybody. It'd be like a one-time free respec. Exactly, because if they have this new music note currency for the Vault of Harmony, right? They could put a music note in the tournament. They can put music notes in your last 3 boxes. You can get music notes from the guild boxes. Like, it opens up all these different... That reminds me, let me check the guild while we're here. It opens up to me all these other avenues to allow for alternate progression. We're never going to have an ultimate weapon respec. Oh, I need to save up for Rolo. We will never have an ultimate weapon respec, Casey, because then they can never shift the meta to make people buy more stone packs. Like, it's just never gonna happen. I don't even think they would sell us a respec for like $2,000. Like, I don't even think they would give us a respec for $2,000. It's, yeah, I guess it's Marco Rolo. I don't know. I thought it would be what is it, Roko's Basilisk? But it's apparently Marco Rolo. I just don't see them doing it. Some people I feel like would do a Penguin. There's no way it'd be a $5 to $10 purchase. If they were gonna let you do a respec, here's what they would do. It'd be something like, for every stone pack you buy, you get a currency, and once you collect 20 of the currency, then you get to respec. I could see that. So you buy 20 stone packs, and you get a respec. That's a 5-month cooldown. No, wait, well, 3-month cooldown. I could totally see them doing that as an incentive to keep selling stone packs, but the problem is, yeah, then they're swapping metas all the time. It's just, like, to me, there's no good answer. You know, one of the few good things for new players is if somebody has spent a bunch of stones in a weapon that's no longer viable, right? Like, for example, when the ILM Plus meta was a thing, if you spec'd all the way to ILM Plus, got the whole thing spec'd out, and that meta is effectively useless now, that's basically 20,000 stones that are a brick on your tower, you know? I just don't see them ever letting us do a stone respec. All right. I'll walk that back. I will walk that back a little bit. I see the only way that this game lets us do a stone respec is if it suddenly loses a lot of players. And so they give us a one-time stone respec to try and bring people back. That's the only way I see that happening. And it would be like, oh, this is a one-time deal. You get to respec your stones. I could see that happening. Part of me does agree with their stance on no respecs on the stones. Part of me doesn't. I'll be honest, I'm really mixed on that. Like, I totally get their point, because if they allow respecs, everybody just meta chases. Hey, Kings, how you doing? Oh, well, you're... Kings, you're a lucky guy. Well, I thought that's what X-Swallow was. I'll be honest, I'm actually kind of confused about why they built their own store. I thought the cut that X-Swallow took was only 10%. So that's why I'm sort of confused, because it's like, did they really build an... Well, I mean, it does make sense based probably on the volume, right? If X-Swallow was 10% to build out their own web store and be like, we can just make our own web store and do this. And you know, then we're only out like 5% to swipe, right? Or sorry, swipe. 5% to Stripe, excuse me. I don't know that Stripe is their payment processor, but you get the idea. That probably would make sense. I was kind of hoping they would do some kind of nice things like selling, like... Really? So they did it all to get the 5% then. Because payment transactions are about 5%, give or take. Usually, if you can negotiate and then you're in a certain industry, you can get under 5% when you consider everything, but it's usually about 3 to 5%. We'll round up to 5%. So they made the whole web store just to claw back that 5%. That's kind of wild. I don't think it's the wrong move. I don't think it's the wrong move because, you know, that 5%, yeah. That 5% is still a lot, right? Because you're probably looking at basically cutting they're increasing their operating costs by having to host the website and all that, but they're reducing their transaction fees by probably like 50%. Yeah, and they finally added the thing I wanted, was the ability to gift milestone packs, event passes. You can now gift everything, which is actually a bigger thing to me than, which is actually really nice. If he's making that much, then yeah, 5% is 100K a month. It's not going to cost him 100K to run the store. It'd be 100 to 250,000 at that point. Or sorry, 100 to 150,000. I mean, that is a point. That's another point, Tommy. That is another point. What tier do you farm, by the way? But this is also why it's such a hard decision to make, right? Well, yes and no, Genesis. It depends if he's farming. Like, once you're farming tier 14, those extra waves actually matter a lot. They don't matter as much in like tier 12, but once you get to 14 plus, it matters a lot more. At least that's how I feel. And there is the damage, like I am paying an opportunity cost in damage. But it's hard to say. But the part that I struggle with is knowing what that opportunity cost is, right? Yeah, because when I was farming tier 12, I was getting like 9,000 waves. When I was farming tier 11, I think it was like 10,000. Well, we can just look, because I don't know why I'm guessing. We can just look, right? Tier 11, I was getting like 1,100 waves. And tier 12, I was getting about 8,000. And that was with Super Tower Mastery. It is very reminiscent of that, because effectively what they're trying to do is limit Google's cut. Is Google, then Xwalla, then everybody's cut as much as possible. Yeah, and you need how many? You need like 3,600 waves with WA, right? Like 3,200 gets you to where 6,000, like it doubles it, right? Or it halves it, I mean. So like 3,200 gets you to where 6,400 were. What? Huh? How do I not understand this? I'm usually pretty terminally online. I don't get it, Omega. I love IS Mastery. Oh my god, that was like my favorite one to get. I couldn't get it any earlier than I got it, but IS Mastery is like probably my favorite card mastery. Just because it speeds up all the like boring parts. It is my favorite. Oh, I get it now. I love it. I love IS Mastery. Just look at how much it shortens my tournaments. Like, I'm not there, like, I can sometimes outlast it. And my Chain Lightning, while it's underdeveloped, is not super underdeveloped. Like, it's probably like mid-developed, because at one point I actually did upgrade it, because back when I was in Platinum and Champion, when I was bouncing between those two, I had a lot of issues with Armored. Because basically it was like, non-armored, I would get like first place. If armored showed up, I would get like fifth place. Not fifth place, it was worse than that. I would get like 8th place or 9th place. And I was like, why do I struggle so much versus armored? And like, oh, you need to have chain lightning for that. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, I never, obviously, at that time, my chain lightning was, I pulled chain lightning, and that was about the chain lightning I was using. I just pulled it. I didn't put anything into it. So I did develop my chain lightning some. Like, obviously, I could probably develop it. I mean, I could develop it more. Yeah, now we kind of have Deathwave armor strips, so it's like not nearly as big a deal. The thing is, like, I mean, the bottom line is I'm just a cautious person. And to me, like, from a sense of caution, Econ was the winning one to invest in. Plus, when I got the card mastery, they wanted me to get GT plus. Like, also, also part of the thing was my trajectory was kind of chosen for me because people donated stone packs around that time, Tommy. And they're like, you're going to get Golden Tower 10, and then you're going to get, start working on Super Tower Mastery. And I was like, and they gifted me the stone pack, so it was like, okay, that's what we're doing then, you know? I became the experiment. Which, I'm fine with it. But now, again, I don't know how I would have chosen in a different light. I don't really see myself having wanted to choose differently. Well, I think I'm behind by that metric, Genesis. Because I think I could almost get this quantity to 9. I think that's like 400 stones. And I don't know what my chance going up is, how much that cost. Wait, do I have the... Oh, damn it. Whoops. That's fine, we at least realize now. Whoops. I just like Econ because Econ to me is like guaranteed gains, right? Like, I understand that I could lose because you need a certain amount of damage to go to a certain amount of places. Yeah, it's weird that, like, somehow I also don't understand how I did that, Genesis, outside of, like, okay, I just keep... Like, if I had to choose anything that really accelerated me, which it would be, believe it or not, getting the 2 tower specs for the workshop. That, I think, has done more for me than anything else. Which sounds bizarre, right? Like, that, like, on the face, that seems weird. But it lets me put all my Econ coins into damage coins for the tournament and then just switch right back. I could not handle I couldn't do it. I couldn't do I couldn't do a Genesis. I couldn't do it. And if you and it was because I tried doing it like I don't know. I couldn't do it. How much does it cost to get the extra specs, by the way? Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. If it's only 2 differences for you, that makes a lot more sense. There's a lot more differences for me. Well, the thing is, if like I was going to develop anything, I'd be working on chain lightning, right? It's not, I don't think I would be doing anything. Well, this is where it gets tricky, right? A little tricky. I technically need to get the extra landmines around my tower. That's one of the things everybody has asked me about every stream I've ever done. The other thing would be increasing my CF slow from 60 to 75. I think those two things are huge. I know that, I think it was Bunch has tried to get me to invest the 2,000 stones in the CF slow since forever. And I was like, but Bunch, I need to do this Econ. And I'm finally at the precipice of doing it. And then I think after those two things, then I would have to seriously start looking at Chain Lightning. But part of my problem, Tommy, is I'm a patient guy, right? I'm fine with grinding out the Econ. I'm more like, to me, Tommy, the interesting thing to me would be is if you can continue your trajectory, do you ever hit a wall? Because my thing with Econ, of why I went Econ first, is that I assumed that I would hit a wall at some point with damage. That was part of my thinking too. Because eventually you're gonna get your damage to a point where it's as high as it needs to be, and then you're gonna have to switch back to Econ, right? When you switch back to Econ, the guy that has had the Econ the whole time is going to have a certain amount of weeks of coins ahead of you. Which one of those will win out in the long term? Like, I don't know, you know, like that's the part that's so hard to answer, right? And I don't have an answer for that. But that was my thinking, because I was like, well, if I get the Econ going, maybe it will win out in the end. Like, just because I've been able to have Econ working for so long, that like, the guy who started with damage and switched over, well, he can only take his damage up so high before he has to get the Econ. That makes sense that I'd hit a wall around that. Because then I would have to... And, like, honestly, where I'm at, I am close to investing in Econ. I mean, excuse me, I'm close to investing in damage. I really feel like I'm probably 2,500 stones away, maybe a little more if I get the ILM cooldown a little bit. Like, I wanted to get the ILM cooldown from 200 seconds to 100 seconds. Okay, good night, Omega. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great evening, and happy farming. I don't know, I'm also super patient. Like, that's the thing, like, I'm a patient player. I have no problem just waiting and chilling, and okay, maybe this isn't the most optimum thing. Oof, that hurts. I'm gonna need that. That's gonna hurt. But I'm also, like, my patience is also a detriment too. Because I get so patient, I'm so willing to wait. And had I been more impatient, I could have made decisions earlier that would have maybe increased where I'm at today. Well, I am getting there. I'm actually closing in on that, believe it or not. I think I'm at 2.5. Oh, tower, that's you know, I'm just, so I'm very much one of those people, the saying is you make a plan and you work the plan. That's just how I am. That's just how, like, I'm totally fine with, all right, we're going to make a plan. We're going to work the plan. There's no need, like, and you also have to remember, Tower, that I've been researching so much stuff for so long. Like, where I'm at now, like, nothing. Maybe Boss Health will help me. Like, oh, Genesis, what, like, besides Boss Health, what would be the other ones you think I should do? Because I heard Tank Health. I was gonna go with, I don't remember. I legitimately don't remember what I was gonna pick. Which, oh really? Tank Health is? All right. Well, there we go. That's the answer. It's Tank Health, so I'll do Tank Health next. It's not a big deal. Okay. That's simple enough. Because I'm about to start doing Tank Health. I'm like right there. This will be done tomorrow. And I don't think you're wrong. It's just hard for me to know what the balance is. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know how to balance it. There's probably a mathematical equation that I could do to figure out the balance. I know Omega has a thing that he does with his stone investments based on percentage increases and all that. And I'm sure if he ran the numbers on me, like, it would be like, you got to do ILM and you got to do Chrono Field Slow, and then you got to work on chain lighting. I guarantee you it's going to be work on those two things, then work on quantity and yeah, I'm not disputing that, Tommy. I know the damage is Econ because you have to get waves, right? And realistically, if I had more damage, maybe I farm tier 16, and that's an Econ boost of like 20%, I think. Maybe more. I don't know how much it is off the cuff. Which is a thing that I have to consider. But also, it's just very easy for me to side with Econ. But the reality is, right now, I'm not siding with anything, and we're just waiting for the update. Like, now I'm just frozen. Hey, Dr. Trashbag, how you doing? Is that good? If so, congrats on your 13th. Yeah, I understand, Tommy. Like, I understand, like, everything has to have you have to balance it, like you said. If you have no damage, you can't farm beyond tier 14. I mean, excuse me, you can't really farm beyond tier 11. You just can't. Tier 11 is like the last tier you can do with the EHP. Well, I'll take that back a little bit. There are extremely weird is not the right word. There are extreme EHP builds that you can do with Second Wind, what was it? Second Wind, health and health regen, and defense percent. If you master those 4 cards, you can then take EHP into like tier 14 and beyond. However, I don't think anybody would recommend that to be your strategy to get into tier 14 because of how EHP falls off, right? I think we can hopefully all agree on that. I think the guy might be farming tier 15. I've seen the guy. I've seen his build. You know, I have to respect somebody that just like he just wants to be EHP and he's willing to put his he's willing to put his money he's willing to put his money where his mouth is. Is what I was trying to say like 6 times. What? Somebody has 4 quadrillion damage? What is this guy, Benz? Was it Ben? Because is it Benz? Because if it was Benz, yeah, maybe. I wouldn't be surprised if it was Benz. No, Tommy, I like every point you've made has absolutely been a valid point. And I'm certainly not trying to say that your points are invalid, because they are valid. Like, you have to have a certain amount of damage. You have to have, and like, for example, Omega, he actually is doing, being successful in the tournaments because he has much more of a damage focus. Like, he's not as successful as me, but obviously he doesn't have the advantages I have, right? But I mean, there are people who are having what I would consider probably the best way to put it is he's punching above his weight. I think it's all fair to say that he is punching above his weight when it comes to how he's spec'd in the tournament, because he went heavier into ultimate weapon damage. And so everything you say is valid. It's just, to me, the question is, which one of us hits the wall first? That, to me, is going to be the answer, right? Like, you might keep investing and have a very balanced approach, and you might actually surpass me because I'm more of an econ guy, and that I think is totally fair, right? If that happens, that's totally fair. But like, we have to see how that plays out, you know what I mean? But I do know there are people that have invested heavier in damage, and that they definitely had the success in the tournament earlier than I did, and they definitely had more success in the tournament. And there were also people who see, like, probably my biggest mistake was back when I was doing Champion Platinum. I didn't know that with the module change you could actually EHP Champion League, right? Like, the modules came out. If you got Wormhole Redirector, you could actually EHP Champion League. I didn't know that. And so for a long time, I don't know how long it was, maybe a month or two, maybe longer, I didn't progress in Champions League doing double champion tournaments because I didn't know that was a thing. I would basically get first place in Platinum, sandbag, get last place in Champion, and I just never really tried to get out of last place in Champion because almost every time I tried, because it used to be kind of ridiculous, right? You used to need to get 10th place twice in Champions League for it to get better than a first place and a last place in Platinum, first place Platinum and last place Champion. So me, being the boring guy that I am, said, okay, well, obviously I can't compete. I will just take the L and try to make sure I always take the L, and I just won't try and do anything. Because obviously, as soon as you get 2 waves in Champion League, you are now no longer getting demoted, and you're now getting promoted to the, you're staying in Champions League for another week. And so to me, that was a big risk, right? To try to get to at least 10th place. And if I fail, then, like, oh, what am I doing, But that's just me being, like, the ultra, like, just the very conservative play style. And I mean, I feel like this game, there's balance in all things in this game. But at the same time, like, I just like, it's so hard for me not to want. You see, the thing, part of, like, the way my brain works is I see economy as infrastructure. So I'm like, my economy is my infrastructure. So, like, I like building infrastructure. I build, like, all these games I play, I build infrastructure. Because I just like having a solid foundation. So, like the closest example would be Ned. I do think Ned went probably too hard into Econ, but he was like, yeah, whatever. I'll just pivot when it makes sense. But again, like, it's hard to choose, right? Because he was trying to, like, since Ned buys stone packs, he's going to accelerate anyways. He buys all the stone packs. He got the 10 stone packs this month, so I just expect him to just continue to accelerate. And yeah, and it's also really, you'd have to have two free-to-play players almost. It's going to be, Genesis, it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Omega. Because Omega is going heavier chain lightning. A lot heavier chain lightning. So it'll be interesting to see how he continues to develop. Because he's basically doing probably a more extreme version than what Tommy is advocating for. Because he keeps pumping chain lightning, because chain lightning is like the only thing that can keep him in Legends, right? So he's trying to desperately stay into Legends with just chain lightning. And he obviously, because he's a true free-to-play player, he doesn't have the 9x coin bonus, and he doesn't have GT+. So it'll be really interesting to see what happens to him. Like, does he just hit a wall? Yeah, module levels. See, I am lucky that I have the module levels that I do. I somehow have more module levels than people I have no business having more module levels in. Which to me just kind of blows my mind, right? Like, why do I... What? Ah, okay. I see. You're looking at the lifetime stones of everybody. And the people that had more Econ, even though they had fewer lifetime stones, but they had more Econ, would actually start passing. I see. That is actually a good way to look at it. I'm 75,000. I have no idea how I'm doing for 75,000 lifetime stones. Like, should somebody with 75,000 lifetime stones be able to get 4th place some of the time? I don't know that. Yeah, you're right about that, Tommy. I mean, technically there is a 100% way to progress, but we don't have the ability to scientifically determine that, right? But like, my biggest thing, the reason I haven't worried about it is because so much of the tournament just revolves around when you can queue. That's been kind of my defense of being how I am. Is that, like, so much of the tournament to me is just around when you queue. If you queue, do you get a good bracket or a bad bracket? Because you basically win or lose the tournament based on when you queue. And so that's why, like, I haven't been super concerned with damage, because my analysis was how many, like, if I invested more into damage, how many times would it actually pay off, right? So, like, if we look at this tournament, right? This is 200, no, this is 600 waves. So I would need to get about 582 waves to jump to second, right? Getting third doesn't do anything for me. Third just means I'm first third just means I'm second loser. Fourth means I'm third loser, right? But the rewards for second and third loser are the same, so, like, getting to third doesn't matter. And even still, the difference is 25 stones and 5 keys. 5 keys does matter a lot more than 25 stones. But do I think I could have spent my stones differently enough to get the extra 600 waves? And my answer is probably not. I guarantee you that whoever that person is probably has, Ira, I guarantee you, they probably have, I would guess, between 90 and 100,000 stones, if I had to guess. And if they don't have that many stones, they're cheating. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah. Yeah, that new pulsar harvester thing has really clumped everybody up a bit too. I don't want to really do that strat, to be honest. I'll be right back. Well, fortunately, I can't do that strat yet. So I am kind of curious about one thing. The one thing I'm super curious about, Genesis. Do you think Energy Net Mastery is any good? Because that's the one that gives you a damage multiplier on the boss. For some reason, I thought that one for the longest time was making the boss miss, which I was like, that's not really useful. But it's actually a damage multiplier on the boss. That was one I was wondering about. But I think I have other things I need to invest in first anyway, so. Energy Net Mastery was one I was considering. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Because there were a couple Genesis I was looking at that I was like, this seems like it could be interesting. Probably one of them that actually would be pretty good for me right now, believe it or not, is whatchamacallit, Berserk Mastery, aka Viking Funeral. I feel like Viking Funeral, for at least for my farming runs, maybe not for the tournament. I think Viking Funeral would actually make a difference. Because it does last like a decent amount of time, right? Viking Funeral. Genesis, like I said, it has almost always been. Yeah, well, you know me, I want to farm. Like I said, I think there's been 3 times I've had someone close enough in my bracket. 3 or 4, like it was about maybe 4 times. It's probably, the answer is probably toilet bowl. Well, I take that back. It's probably doing some basic stuff like the ILM mines, then doing ILM mines to get it just to 6, maybe get the cooldown down to like, again, I don't know if it's supposed to be 150 seconds. I don't know if it's 100 seconds. And then getting my CF slow and then CF plus. Those are like the 3 things I think are going to change things for me. Just because they're going to give me that extra bit of crowd control to let my chain lightning do more damage. Hey Shinobis, it's going pretty good. How's it going for you? This is where we're at. We're 4th. Pretty good tournament. To get 2nd place, I would need to surpass 2,300 waves, which is just not going to happen. I do need to get some food in a bit. I did have a snack, but a snack is not a dinner. Also, I promised Maria I would be around today. I did an Idol Slayer stream yesterday, and I didn't get to do anything with her. Congrats, Shinobis! You got one of the good ones. Well, I missed doing something with Maria yesterday. I told her I would do things with her. Package is ridiculous. The problem with package is you have to have the economy to do package, right? Sar, we're gonna play. So the thing is, with Maria's new schedule, we only have a small amount of time to play together during the week. So we try to do something together in, you know, before she goes to work. That's the insinuation, Sar. We're gonna go play video games. Not whatever filth is conjured up in your mind. Yeah, we're gonna play video games together, dude. Package is so important because of the 201 unlock. And eventually the 241 unlock, because the extra submodules are insane, as we saw. Wow, Sar, you really don't believe me, huh? It is interesting, Tommy, that you had that much success with that. That I do find that surprising, I'm not gonna lie. But damage in demon mode, even only to level 3, are huge multipliers. And same with Super Tower is at level 3 is a little. If it's up, it's awesome. Oh, is the extra coins huge? Like, I don't. So I'll be honest, I don't even understand how all the multipliers work for the modules. People like, I just got it, and I'm like, okay, that's what we're doing. Oh God, Sar, you kill me, man. Here, Sar, this one's for you. Package Mastery was the third one I did. It probably should have been the second one, considering, but you know. Hindsight 2020. You guys want to know the crazier thing? Hold on, I'll show you the crazier thing in a second. I'm also playing Idol Slayer at the same time. This is a me problem. If you're wondering why sometimes I go quiet, it's like, shoot, I gotta finish this thing in Idol Slayer quick. Okay, there we go. you have a good night and happy farming, man. This to me is crazy. Look at all these cells. Oh my God, it's up to 22 million. I don't know how I have so many cells. They just keep coming in. $22 million is big. No, my cell bonus is 158. And I'm not 6xing Genesis. It is, Tommy. Especially because every however many waves you get past 6,400. So Shinobis, that's a great question, and here's my logic. These researches are all filler researches. None of these researches are gonna dramatically change anything, right? I think we can all agree on that. You could maybe argue that I should 6x boss health. Sure, maybe. But you know what I'm really saving them for? Are you ready to bear with me? Are you ready for my secret strategy? Guys, what if they drop a research that really matters in the next update? I'm saving my 6x's for the next update. That's all it is. Because they add some really good... Let's say they add 5 researches you really want to have done. Guess who saved up for some of it? See, I'm always thinking. Yeah, Tower, so I was playing Idol Slayer yesterday, and people were like, so there's an item you get in the game, okay? For the longest time, you could get 4 of this item a day. And now they've updated it recently to 6 a day, right? One of the guys in my stream was like, how do you have 1,500 of that item? And I was like, well, I've just been playing this game for 3 years. I'm not using, I'm using ACP now, Shinobis. We switched over to ACP. ACP seems to be working fine. Well, I had 1,500. I had 1,500 and the guy had like 50, if that. And I was like, yeah, it's very, very simple. Just play the game for 3 years and don't spend them. Yeah, I have 1,500. Sorry, yeah, I have 1,500. See, Sar knows what I'm talking about. Hold on, Sar, I'm in a chest hunt. I'll tell you my numbers in a second. It's like 1524 dragon eggs. And I have... Hey, Mystic, how you doing? And you know the other one, the Cimarog? Do you have the Cimarog egg unlocked? All right, hold on. I finished my chest hunt. I had to ascend again. Right, I only have 20 Cimarog eggs right now, which is actually kind of low. But I do have 480 of the feathers, which is a ton of feathers. Like, people get mad at the amount of feathers I have all the time. You just have to trust me, guys. That's a lot of feathers. Yeah, I have almost 40k gems for the tower. I can't believe I'm up to 40. I can't believe I'm up to 40k gems already, because I'm also saving up my gems in case I need to rush a lab, right? Well, I have 40,000 gems ready to go in case I need to rush a lab. So that's something too. No. Believe it or not, no. I can't rush Perk Wave Mastery. When you get Perk Wave Mastery to the right amount, right? Rushing one rank of Perk Wave Mastery is 25,000 gems. 25,000, tower. Just 4 of those levels, and that's... No, it's capped at 25,000. It does have a cap. How much does it cost to get CF, Shinobis? How much does it cost to unlock it? Ooh. Oh, no problem, Tommy. I mean, Tommy, we're just having a discussion, right? It's totally cool, man. I love bouncing ideas around. I don't take any offense. And I feel it's like, honestly, I feel it's fair game to be critical of what I've done. But you have a good night, man, and happy farming, and it's all good in the hood, man. It's all good. All I know is, like, just having this discussion is we're all trying to learn. And that's what the game's about, learning. And the friends we make along the way. And so, like, I'm not going to get offended. Like, it's fair to... Oh, Tower, have you watched my Threshold thing? Where people leave groups at a threshold, like once one person leaves and everybody else starts to trickle out. It's all good. I need to call it anyways so I can do something with Maria in a bit anyways. So maybe, how about we wrap it up here? And we'll wrap it up here. But don't worry, we'll be back on Saturday with another stream. Oh, don't worry, Shinobis. You don't have to remind me to eat. I'm very good at eating. Dugan, how you doing, man? You got here as we're winding the party down, but, Dugan, what's up? You play the tower, right? No problem, Tommy. Thanks for watching. B. Taylor? Oh. Hey, Taylor, how you doing? Sorry, I didn't... Taylor, for some reason, your name didn't register. Dude, Shinobis, I am almost tempted to say you would get 4th spotlight first, but that might be a bit much. Yeah, I guess it has. I guess it has been a while because I didn't read your name correctly. Do you have any questions? Because, like, guys, I was just about to wind the stream down. I don't mean to cut you guys off when you get here. But since we're winding things down, Dugan, just out of curiosity, do you have any questions about the tower or something? Oh, congratulations, Dugan, on your 20 billion a day. That's a great milestone. Next 50 billion. But did you guys have any questions on the tower? So Tommy, YouTube added a XP thing, and the more XP, and the more you chat, there's a cooldown. The more you chat, the more XP you get, and you just, it's a talk. It's like channel points, but if you had to participate to earn them. So like if you go on Twitch, right, you can earn channel points, and you earn channel points just by like idling in there. For YouTube, you earn XP by contributing to the discussion. And I assume at some point we're going to have to figure out a way to redeem XP, and then you can use the XP to get buffs or something like that, you know what I mean? At least that's what you can do on Twitch. And you can actually do a lot with channel points on Twitch. It's kind of cool. Yeah, you do want to have 40 spotlight angle, I think, before you pick up... Is it 35 Genesis... before you pick up the third spotlight, and then you usually take it to 20x multiplier, 40 degrees, and then you pick up the fourth angle, I want to say. Yeah, you did win, Tommy. Oh, nice. The wall will be very helpful, but you're going to make sure once you get the wall, Dugan, that you have enough you can invest in it. Very important to have the ability to make investments in the wall. You don't want to get the wall as soon as you get the 50 bill, because you're going to want to do some labs for the wall and stuff like that to make it stronger. Otherwise, it just kind of hinders you. Yeah, 250 billion probably is a good amount to wait for the wall. Just because you're going to have labs, and the labs for the wall are on the expensive side. Yeah, well, you know me, Shinobis. I'm never gonna knock working on coins. You know me. I always want more coins. I am a very coinorific person, if that's a word. If it isn't, I'm saying it. It's a word now. I declare it. I declare it. But, all right, guys, let's wrap this up. So once again, as always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. And if you have any questions, feel free to say something in the comments. I do always look forward to your questions. And as always, have a great evening and happy farming, and I will see you on Saturday. And, hey, Tommy, like I said, it's all good. We're just having a discussion. I don't take any of the feedback you say to me personally. None of it's personal. It's just like I don't have, like, if I get frustrated, it's all. Oh, yeah, please like and subscribe. Yeah, thanks. I kind of like short-circuited my outro there. Thanks. If I get frustrated at all, it's because I don't have the mathematical model to use to know what the right answer is. So it's more of a, like, I'm kind of guessing, and I haven't built a model to determine the right answer. Or approximate a right answer is probably the better thing, right? I'm not Einstein. I know Omega has a tool that he uses. It's basically his is basically all relative percents to each other based on the stone cost. But I'm gonna skedaddle. We'll continue this next Saturday. And again, everybody have a great night and happy farming, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, everybody.